I'm Chris Minnich. I'm the CEO of MetaMetrics. Before I was CEO of NWA, we wrote the map test, and then before that I was with CCSSO, which is the Council of Chief State School Officers. So I would say that I'm a big fan of school choice. I live in a state without much school choice. I live in Oregon, and it's a bit challenging environment to work there. Anybody who's tried to work there around choice. I think our organization has an important role to play in sort of calling the balls and strikes about whether we're being successful. MetaMetrics is an organization that publishes two frameworks, the Lexiles and the Quantile framework. So Lexiles is a framework that talks about text complexity and how difficult reading is for students, and Quantiles is the similar thing in mathematics as they advance through their education. I think on the infrastructure side, so the tracks that we're trying to lay, is we're trying to figure out if we're being successful in all these environments with students. And there are very few measures that go across multiple environments, and we're one of them. So that's the role we're hoping to play in this process, is be able to show if we're being successful in alternative environments for students. I do think we have an obligation, and I know some of you would say otherwise, but I think we have an obligation to try to show if there's public money going in a certain direction that we are being successful with kids. And I think that's the role I hope our organization will play in the future. I can go on for 20 minutes about it, but I'm not going to. I'll talk for a couple of things. I think one of the big challenges in the movement is that, like, you can either be like parents are the ultimate accountability, or these stupid tests are the ultimate accountability. And so I think we have to thread the needle there between those two things. I think we have to give parents way more information on how their students are doing, and I'm not talking about tests, I'm actually talking about how they're doing. My friend Cindy's working on an app for parents that would help them understand where their students are. She's using artificial intelligence, and they're able to put their data in and get that information back. So I just think things like that, whether it's that or something else, we have to be clearer about what success looks like on the end. No program up here should be able to say, well, I think kids are doing better. I think we have to show it in some way. We can do it with traditional tests in some ways, but actually, I mean, I'm a fan of your program. I mean, some of the stuff that they're doing is quite powerful, and it might not show up in a traditional test score, right? It might show up in longer-term outcomes. So one of the things that I would encourage states to look at is, if we are going to really be accountable for these dollars that are going out, we have to have a system of measurement that maybe includes some assessments, but it also includes long-term outcomes for students, whether or not they move on to college, whether or not they move on and they're successful in their life. I'm saying in very general terms because I'm not sure we know what the right measures are yet, but we need to keep working on that because that's what the tracks will be, or else we will all be stuck on the back end of this going, well, we invested all this money in school choice and our kids are doing the same. I coach a 13-year-old travel baseball team, and if you want to have fun in your spare time, do that, because 13-year-olds aren't really good listeners, and but we do know if we win or lose every time. And I would say if we could put in place a bit more structure around whether parents knew whether their kid was winning or losing in their current setting. Actually, I got two kids in public school and one kid in private school right now. And I would say it became really clear to me that my 8th grader wasn't going to be able to be successful in his public school setting, but that was only because I was really seeking it. So I don't know exactly what the standards should be. I know they shouldn't just be multiple choice assessments, but we need a scoreboard for how we're doing with kids in a way that we don't have yet.